Excuse me. Clay, and you watching? Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching right now. I got it on mute so you guys, well, so it's not copyright claimed, but I'm watching it. I was trying to watch it on Prime, but it wasn't letting me. See some. Our ball. Fox almost traveled. Castle. Travel? Where's the travel? Where's the travel? Where's the travel? Excuse me? Hachimura for 3. Get it. Good job, Castle. Slow it down. 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 There we go. This ISO Castle with this. That's a wide open 3, dog. That's a winner, bro. Castle's a winner, bro. He always been a winner. Castle a winner, dog. He always been a winner. It's a 3. Dude, they're just messing up the momentum with this. Good job, Castle. Good God. Good job, baby. Let's see. That's not a 3? Yeah, it's a 3. See, easy 3. All right. Good job, Castle. Nice work. Winner, bro. Terrible 3-point shooting percentages, and he hit that. Winner, bro. Great defense on Luka. Get that. Winner, bro. Winner, bro. Absolute winner. All right, here we go. Slow it down. Good job. Yeah, dude, that was just an obvious foul, Austin. Are we not in the bonus? Dang, we still not in the bonus? Are they done? Are the Lakers done? They're gonna give up? That's a win. We won. We won. I didn't expect them to give up that easy. Okay. Good finish. Yeah, that's a wrap. All right. All right. I'm turning it off. Okay. It is so late. It is so late. You're right though about us not being cohesive offense and us relying on star power. For sure. Worked out pretty well today because the Lakers had no rim protection. But I do think that we passed the ball a little bit more frequently than normal. Yeah, so I definitely have a thought. I'm going to hold judgment on the whole Sohan thing in a second. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Let's see. Let me make sure my stuff is doing it right. Hold on. Because I cannot be on too late, y'all. We got to steam through. All right. So, let me make sure my stuff working right. Okay, it is. Cool. All right. Okay, it is so late. I'm going to go through this as quickly as we can, okay? So, first and foremost, big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this segment. If you guys do not know about Sleeper, it is a daily fantasy sports app, but also there's a section in which that's what I'm scrolling through right now, where you can just see daily news around the leagues. Obviously, you can go directly to NBA, and that's probably what you really care about. And you can see highlights, stats, injury reports, updates, anything your heart desires is on there. So go check out Sleeper, link in the description box. And if you do daily fantasy sports, you'll get a 100% match up to $100 if you use the promo code CLAN. There we go. All right, guys, I am so sleepy. But this game woke me up. Hold on. This game, I have some thoughts. We are not going through. What is it? We play Saturday, right? So I might have to just go live again tomorrow night. Honestly, like I don't know. I don't know. So we can go over some post-game stuff, but post-game interviews, that is, like we normally do. Sorry for the lag. It's kind of weird because a bunch of people are starting to come in, and that usually messes things up. But I can't wait. I have to just talk about it. So, woo. All right. So this game, San Antonio Spurs take out the Los Angeles Lakers. Here, I'll show you. There we go. So the San Antonio Spurs take out the Los Angeles Lakers, and they will be playing against the OKC Thunder. I am so excited on Saturday. That's the real test right there. That is going to be the real deal Holyfield. I don't know. I feel like old heads say that. But I'm super excited, guys. It's going to be really dope. But yeah, so let me just talk about this game, just my overall thoughts. I know obviously there's a elephant in the room, and I'll get to that in a minute because everyone's like, what do you think about Sohan? I'll tell you that in a minute. But I'm going to say this. This was an impressive win. Unlike that last win, this one was really impressive. I felt like every single person contributed. We just outplayed the Lakers, honestly. Like, it seemed like a lot of times, and I'm not going to take anything away from us because we've fought our butts off, right? And this is winning basketball that the Spurs displayed. But the Lakers, man, Luka Doncic, I don't know how many points he gave up just by complaining to the refs. I don't know what he was thinking. But man, oh man, did our play style do not mesh well versus the Lakers. I mean, mesh well for us, not for them. It didn't do well for them. Because the Spurs played at a very high pace, played hard, fought for every loose ball, fought for every rebound. And the Los Angeles Lakers, let's just be real, when Luka Doncic is not even trying on defense, that makes things pretty difficult for them. And also DeAndre Ayton, I mean, he didn't have a bad game, but DeAndre Ayton is kind of known for being kind of lazy. So we just out-hustled them in all facets. We just out-hustled them, outplayed them, and it was beautiful to see. And not only that, every single player that was out there contributed to some degree. And I thought that every single player that was out there did their part. They played their role. And it was beautiful to see. Dylan Harper, 20 minutes is absolutely disgusting. Another thing that's disgusting, though, is 5 fouls. He should not have had 5 personal fouls. That's not even directly on him. It was just some of these assignments we were giving Dylan Harper is too. What? When Dylan Harper is our main source of offense and he is just destroying the Los Angeles Lakers, what with his vision and just how crafty he was being, why do we have him on Luka? What are we doing? Why do we have him guarding Luka? I mean, Luka is known for foul baiting. Why are we doing that? But overall, Dylan Harper's defense was really good. He made sure to show his hands. He was just smooth, man. He was just absolutely smooth. This is the crazy thing. This is one of those nights where when we're talking about the players, I don't have one complaint other than Devin Vassell. But as I told you guys, Devin being moved to the 3 is going to screw him over. Like there's no way around this. I know that Spurs fans have tried to like convince themselves out of this idea that Devin Vassell is going to be just as efficient as he has been the last few games when you move him to small forward. That is not the case, right? So whenever Wemby comes back, somebody's got to get moved to the bench. I do not see Mitch Johnson doing it with Steph Castle. Obviously, it won't happen with Fox. Well, Luke Cornett is going to be moved to the bench. I guess they'll just replace Luke. They probably won't do a whole like Devin Vassell comes out of the starting lineup, right? They're not going to do that. They might not do that. But I'll tell you this: I do not like Devin Vassell at the small forward. Either him or Castle, bench, do your thing off there. That would be great. But more than likely, Devin Vassell, I think you get way more utility out of that, and especially if Steph Castle can play how he played today on any given night. So I'm just going to do all the praises. I'll do a little bit of negativity, which is just the Sohan thing. But even that is, I think I can see a positive there. So first and foremost, let me just say this. Steph Castle is so incredible. And I don't think Steph Castle's a superstar. I don't think that he'll be a superstar. I'm not one of those people, right? But what I do think he is a winner. And I said that when we first drafted him. I loved him at UConn. He is a winner. He does all the small things and more to try to win a game for you. He'll do whatever the coaching staff asks of him, but he's going to do all those small little things to help you win a game. His motor is exceptionally high, and he was incredible tonight. Having an efficient Steph Castle is very dangerous. Having a Steph Castle that shoots 50% from 3 is extremely dangerous. Lakers bench isn't deep at all. Exactly. We were just able to steamroll them because of that. And they really need to rely on Luka Doncic. And when Luka Doncic's defensive motor is not that great, and LeBron James much older, it's just tough on them. It was very difficult on that team to stop anything that we had going. So do not, I'm gonna say this right now, do not expect this type of game against the Thunder. Do not. Don't even imagine a game like that. But nonetheless, we took care of business, and it had a playoff atmosphere. We outplayed them. We played a very dangerous game. We're just kind of letting Luka do his thing, but his percentages weren't as good as they could have been. So that's good. But yeah, so Steph Castle did everything he could to win. He's a winning player. He makes winning plays. You love to see it. De'Aaron Fox had some really key plays in there. That was huge for us. He was just able to do whatever he wanted against them at times. So that was beautiful to see. Luke Cornett played just everyone was just perfect. Obviously percentage wise, they weren't perfect, but as far as what you asked of them and them playing their roles, they were perfect. I thought that the ball moved a little bit more than that past game. Dylan Harper, I think, is him, and I think we need to recognize that. I think he is him. So just overall, man, I have to say I was very impressed just how hard the Spurs played, and how we did not let our foot off the gas pedal. Now, what I really loved, and this is what I was looking out for, and this is what I was worried about, was the beginning of the third quarter. Because obviously the San Antonio Spurs, sometimes they let their foot off the gas, right? And as soon as the third quarter started, boom, Steph Castle 3. Boom, Devin Vassell 3, right? Yeah, Aiden got his floating jump shot. They were getting those all game. Boom, Steph Castle makes driving layup. Like, the Spurs were relentless coming into the third, especially Steph Castle. He did not let his foot off the gas. So that's really positive. That's something you love to see. And the fact that the San Antonio Spurs can get that sizable of a lead against anybody, that sizable of a lead without Wembanyama is very scary. The Spurs have all the pieces to be a really good team, and it's just a matter of the coaching staff getting it all together so we can be as efficient as we possibly can. You absolutely love to see it. It was beautiful, y'all. Oh, please, Clan, we're smacking OKC and win the chip. Okay, Larry. Thanks for the super chat. Come on now. Come on. OKC is going to be pretty difficult. All right. So you guys wanted the elephant in the room. Jeremy Sohan did not play at all. Now, I saw you guys making jokes, right? I did the whole I was wrong about Keldon video, which I was. I mean, he wasn't playing well the last few years, but I think this is the best version of Keldon I've ever seen because he's been able to play a role, really commit to it. The coaching staff knew what they were doing with him, and he looks great. So, yeah, I'll admit I was wrong about Keldon. I wanted to be wrong about Keldon. I actually like him. But with that being said, people started making jokes saying, oh, now you need to do I was wrong about Sohan. That is not going to happen because Jeremy Sohan is a good player, and he is a very great defender. And in this game in particular, there's a few occasions where I was like, okay, it's a little frustrating that Dylan Harper just got 5 fouls and we didn't have to do that, right? And we could have put in either Sohan or Carter Bryant. But let me say this, and this is the hope that I'm holding on to because this is how I feel, okay? The Spurs have so much depth, and you can get away with not playing Lindy Waters, right? Defense is pretty rough with him sometimes. He's been a little streaky, but it's fine. He's an end-of-the-bench guy. We know that he's that, right? Jordan McLaughlin, same thing. End-of-the-bench guy, we know that's what he is. Biyombo, you're not going to utilize Biyombo. You're not going to get much out of Biyombo. Like, he is a last resort option. Carter Bryant, very young. Okay, he's raw. If you don't play him certain times, whatever. I don't necessarily agree with it. It's cool. It is what it is. Sohan, on the other hand, he's too great of a defender, and he's too smart of a player. And he makes really smart cuts, makes really good screens. He plays a very good game, high IQ player. With his skill set and what he has, he's on the team. You need to find a way to use him. And the only hope that I'm holding on to is the fact that with the lineups that we've had, to be fair, I'm going to try to be as fair as I can. Putting him at center seems to be one of the only options. One of the very few options that you have with him at this point. With him being a good defender and everything, and a little bit, quite versatile. That's what we elect to do. Put him at center. But we all know that he is going to be way more effective if he's power forward and he's in these lineups. I truly do believe he benefits this team. So the only thing I can hold on to, I saw that he has some stuff on his knees. I don't know what that was. I couldn't really tell. He was pretty far away. At one point, you didn't even see him on the bench. But the only thing that I'm holding off to is once Wemby comes back, he better be back in this rotation because we are such a deadly team. And I know we have so many pieces and so much talent. You can utilize him. You can get quite a few good defensive plays in there that help you win games. I think about games like the Denver Nuggets game in the third quarter in which him and who was it? Oh, Champagny. With him and Champagny, who they just kind of, and Dylan Harper, in which they just kind of helped the Spurs go on a little run in there, in which it really helped. He played really great defense in that stretch as well. And yeah, just with a team full of depth, everyone can have their piece in the pie, and there's no one's going to convince me that you can't use him, right? No one can convince me that you can't use him. I think that's very silly and misguided. So what I'm hoping for is that once Wemby's back, they can implement him back into the lineup in some sort and put him at power forward. And I'm just hoping that's what it is, because, you know, putting him at center, it's just not, who cares? And I think one thing, too, is them electing to go with Kelly Olynyk, who Kelly Olynyk's not a good defender by any stretch of the imagination. But Kelly Olynyk coming in at center, at the very least, you know, he is an outside threat. So maybe they were just thinking we can open up things for Dylan Harper, open up things for Steph if he was out there. I don't even know if Steph Castle was out there with Olynyk, actually. Fox, right? Just try to open things up in that regard. That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, though, I'm going to hold off judgment. I'm not going to trip about it. I'll just wait and see what happens once Wemby's back. Because, yeah, I do not want to see center Sohan anymore. Unless we absolutely have to. You know what I mean? Anyways. But, yeah, guys, I was really digging this game. Devin Vassell, I can't really get too angry with him. He missed a wide open 3 in there, but I mean, when you move him as small forward, this is what I expected. So it is what it is, I guess. But overall, man, I really liked it. I really did this game. Spurs were great. Utilized our depth. I was impressed. Outplayed them. But now you got a very dangerous is an understatement. Now you have a very great team you're about to face that gets away with a lot of rough housing. But one thing I will say is that I think we match up quite well with them. And I also think that the Spurs play with so much effort that we might see something pretty great. I don't expect a blowout on any side. I don't think, you know, I'm not cocky here. I don't think the Spurs have a blowout. I don't think OKC Thunder are going to have a blowout. But I do think that this is going to be a battle. Now, if Wemby doesn't play, we might be going home, guys. But hopefully we get Wemby and we can really start doing our thing, right? Yeah, just measuring our sleeves to them. What a great December. We go against the Thunder 3 times. We got the Thunder this Saturday, and then we got the Thunder on, is it Christmas Eve or? I know it's Christmas. Is it like 2 days before Christmas? Christmas Eve. Wemby will ruin the You're joking. He's joking. Chandler got to be joking. Wemby will ruin the chemistry. You got to be joking. But yeah, did Sohan get any minutes tonight? No, he got none. It was almost as if he's not on the team anymore. But I'm gonna hold off judgment until Wemby's back. But yeah. I don't know if there's anything else. Ball knowledge -0. You know, you're baiting me, because I banned that other person that said no ball knowledge. You're baiting me. Sad Clan? What did I do? What did I do? Why is it sad? What did I do? 0 minutes because he can't shoot. That can't be it. Anyways, moving on. We got quite a few people in here. I'm so sleepy. Clan, do you think we should have taken Jalen Duren at 9 instead of Jeremy? Why? I'm holding off. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to trip about Jeremy not playing right now. Clan would rather lose than Sohan plays. I'm a Spurs fan. Do you guys... Okay, some of you guys are pretty new. Caps, are you new? I feel like you've been around here for a while. I feel like you've been here a while. Do you guys remember how in love I was with Derek White? I was crazy about Derek White. Like, I was fighting with people tooth and nail every single day about how Derek White should be the starting point guard and how I felt like he was better than DeJounte. Like, every day I was saying that. I was saying that when he first got on the team and he was getting like 5 minutes garbage time. I was like, this dude is really good. So, like, I loved him. But obviously we did because I do it every time somebody gets traded, like a big player gets traded. I do like Dear whatever, and then we do a song with it. And I did that. I ain't talked about Derek White like that. I ain't cry about it. I don't sit back and be like, man, I'd rather us have Derek White back than win. What are you talking about? I'm a Spurs fan. I was a Spurs fan before Derek White. I'll be a Spurs fan after Derek White. I was a Spurs fan before Sohan. I'm a Spurs fan with Sohan. Yeah, I like Primo. Yeah, I like Josh Primo. I thought he was really good. But, hey, didn't expect him to do what he did. Anyways. Chris, thank you for Super Chat. Talking about OKC and Shea could get us in foul trouble. Oh, yeah, let's kind of keep our mouths shut. Let's not talk about them too much. The Spurs might start off the next game with 5 team fouls if we talk too much right now. But yeah, no, I'm a Spurs fan through and through, okay? I want us to win no matter what, obviously. I don't want the Spurs to get the wrong message after winning, but I don't think that that's necessarily been the case. But this game in particular, I thought this was a phenomenal game. I thought it was quite dangerous. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was quite dangerous. And a few things we just kind of got a little lucky on, right? Like, we got lucky that Luka Doncic, because some of these shots, a lot of these shots Luka missed, he would have just made in any other night. But we got lucky that Austin Reeves has not been as good as of late. We got lucky that Luka's defense, he didn't even try. like he didn't even try. He didn't even get back on defense. It was horrible. Just certain things we just got kind of lucky about, right? And the Spurs played really hard, and we end up outplaying them, right? But, you know, that doesn't take away from the fact that I think in the future, yeah, you're going to need these two players defensively. You can't allow Dylan Harper to get 5 fouls when he's your main source of offense, you know? He had five. He had 5 and Castle had 4. Like, if this game stretched out a little bit longer, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful with that. And that's why you bring in your defenders. Help them out a little bit, you know? Yeah, but we won. Isn't Sohan the best Luka defender in the NBA? Still doesn't play a minute. Is he the best? I don't know if he's the best. He's like top 3, I think, though. I don't know if he's the best. Is he? We looked at that. He might be the best. He might be the best. But yeah, no, he doesn't get any minutes. Nah, whatever. I'm not responding to any Sohan hate tonight. It's just confirmation bias for these people. He said best defender against Luka. Statistically, I think he is top 3. He might be 1. I don't know. Okay, I lied. You guys said don't respond. Or I said I won't respond. I actually got to respond. You guys are idiots. You don't know what you're talking about. He can't guard Luka. You have no idea what you're talking about. You don't know ball. You haven't looked at advanced analytics. You haven't looked at any graphic regarding this. You haven't looked at how well he plays against them one-on-one. You haven't looked at any of it. So you don't know what you're talking about. And it gets a little frustrating when I'm on this channel and I show so many analytics, and people still come into the chat and say, he can't do this. That irritates the crap out of me. But it's okay. It's like 3 people. You don't know what you're talking about. I swear, I will ban you. Spice, Chandler, and Caps. All 3 of you are going to get banned. Clan, you're living in the past? Okay. I'm taking the bait. I'm taking the bait. No minutes? Okay, okay. So what we got? We got B-Mans. We got Chandler. We got... I see all of you. Check this out. Watch this. That was me talking. Oh, you guys can't hear the desktop anyways. Nah. You getting on timeout. Timeout. Who else want to get on timeout? There's B-Mans. Now he's banning because we call him out. Timeout. Y'all gonna know who owns this channel. You gonna mod me? I'm gonna time you out. Timeout. And then who else was it? Who else was it that was baiting me? Spice. Timeout. There. Go take a timeout. Go get in the corner. Go get in the corner. You can come back in 10 minutes. Get to the corner. I'm a fan of Sohan, but man, dude is regressing. Timeout. I'm just kidding. That's not timeout worthy. I'm done now. Those are my timeouts. I'm curious your thoughts, Clan, on Giannis. I think the Spurs are going to play it like they've been playing every possible player that they can get, which is chill out. Allow the Bucks to flounder around and try to figure out what they can get for Giannis. And when the price is looking to be lower and lower on what they can actually get back, then that's when the Spurs can come in and swoop in and do something. But as of right now, I wouldn't go out of my way. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way. You don't have to. I mean, look what the Spurs got for Fox, bro. You didn't even, like, now Keldon looks really good, right? But, like, Keldon last season, Keldon was horrible. Both ends of the court, horrible. And the San Antonio Spurs still managed to hold on to him and not trade for Fox. De'Aaron Fox. A star point guard in the NBA. Like, that's crazy. So, in my opinion, you know, honestly, just hold off. You know, just wait. Would I trade for Giannis? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I saw some people suggesting, like, 5 first-round pick. Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool on that. You know, in this day and age, in this NBA, you need these picks, right? You're not going to see the OKC Thunder getting rid of theirs. And they look like they're about to start a dynasty, so we really need to start getting on our stuff. But no Giannis. One thing that worries me with Giannis is I mean, he hasn't played against a co-star to his ability. But I do worry, you know, how things will look next to Wemby, because other players that are a little bit more rim dominant, that are big men, has not panned out as much for Wemby. But Giannis would be crazy. It's one of those where it's like, don't worry about it. They'll figure it out. It'll be fine. You know, I probably don't need to worry about it too much. Giannis is really great, though. We don't need Giannis. You get Giannis right now, you are a contender. But you don't need him. I agree. You don't need Giannis. So just sit off. I mean, not sit off, but like chill out, wait, and then and get it going. Giannis makes us worse long term? Possibly. I like the amount of depth we have right now. Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy would be really great if we can get Trey Murphy, but I don't think they're gonna let off. Like, he's like one of the only good things they got going for him right now, you know? I feel like we trade for him, we lose our perimeter D. I got news for you. Our perimeter defense is already terrible. So, but yeah, I guess you would just make it worse, but our perimeter defense is already pretty bad. If you want to blow up the team as soon as you got found chemistry, you're delusional. Well, exactly. That's my exact point. That's why you wait. Because the price might be so low. I mean, it's not going to be. It's Giannis, right? It's not going to be so low till you don't have to give up anything. But the price might be so low to the point where you're not really blowing up the team, right? Yeah, perimeter D is trash. Yeah, I mean, statistically, our perimeter defense is bad. Like, at some point in the season, we were like best inside defense and one of the worst perimeter defenses. It's pretty bad. Herb Jones, I would prefer Herb Jones. I feel like his price will be a little bit lower than Trey Murphy's. Remember when the Suns blew up their team for KD and Bill? How'd that go? We're not going to blow up it. Spurs would never blow up their team. There was so many opportunities for the Spurs to do that, and they did not do it. Herb Jones. Who? Herb Jones. Prediction, the perimeter defense stats will improve at the end of the season. It could. It's not like we don't have perimeter defenders. I think another thing that's hurting, well, it was an issue when we had Wemby, but I don't think our defenders can play as aggressive as they want to. What we were doing before when Wemby was on the court was the Spurs were being way more aggressive. Like, they literally wanted to force you off of that three-point line. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. I would just chill out, let it ride, let it ride, let it ride, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? We need a backup center for our backup center, to be honest. And that's how we operate sometimes, it feels like. Wemby back Saturday? I hope so. I'm crashing out if he's not. Crashing out if he's not. Gosh, it's so late. Hold on, let's see if we got any post games. Maybe we can just get some post games in here. We got JJ Redick post game. We don't care about JJ Redick. What we got? We got Steph Castle post game, but I feel like that's a that might be copyright claim because that's directly from the. We had an on-game interview with Keldon. Are you guys curious to see what JJ Redick had to say about us? I'm a little curious. I'm a little curious to see what JJ Redick had to say about us. I'm a little curious. Before we take a look at that, big shout out to Sleeper as always. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. All you do is go to that middle section to picks. You go to the NBA section, and it's very easy and simple in which you can make your picks, right? Keon Ellis, let's say less than 7 points. Kawhi Leonard, points, rebounds, assists against the Houston Rockets. Ooh, I'm going to go up on that one. But yeah, so if you guys are interested at all, go check it out and just use promo code CLAN and you'll get a 100% match up to $100. But big shout out to Sleeper, link in the description. Go download the app. All right, let's take a look. Wait a minute. Here we go. Let's take a look at what JJ Redick had to say. I don't like JJ Redick. Can I say that? I don't like JJ Redick, guys. He just seems so arrogant. Like, there's just something about him. Get KJ his effing llama. KJ's so good. Thank you, Diao, for the super chat. This man right here is so irritating. I don't know, bro. He just seems so arrogant. He's from Duke, right? It's the Dukeness in him. I don't know. I don't like this dude. Pretentious? Pretentious. That's the word. Pretentious. Pretentious. I don't like him, bro.
I mean, there's a lot of things that stood out. I think being able to contain the basketball is probably the most difficult thing for our team right now.
JJ Redick spits on homeless people. I wouldn't be surprised if that was an article that came out about him. Anything else? Yeah.
I assume, is there a magic bullet solution to ball containment, or is this going to be a marginal improvement in 6 or 7 different areas it's going to take to figure this out?
Yeah, I think you can get better at that. You get better with our shifts. I mean, there's the things that help you win on the margins we're just not very good at right now.
It's because Luka Doncic complains with refs while the game is still going on. Yeah. How do you like our odds against Thunder if Wemby's back and healthy? Because honestly, I think we can match up with them. I think we match up exceptionally well with them. Now, the problem is, I'm going to say this. De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper are going to have to play out of their minds, in my opinion, because those perimeter defenders over there at Thunder are ridiculous. And then you topple that with the fact that the refs kind of let them do whatever. But we might see somewhat of a playoff atmosphere, and maybe they let a lot of plays. Well, they're going to let a lot of plays go for them, but maybe they let a lot of plays go for us. So maybe it'll even out a little bit. But the way they play, bro, they can just do whatever. I watched that game against the Suns. I was like, don't get me wrong, the Suns are not good enough to face them, but they were doing a lot. It was a lot of fouls not being called with them. But overall, I do think that we match up very well with them. And if we play it right, hopefully we'll be okay. Good God almighty. Please play our defenders. Please, 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 please. If you're not going to play Sohan, okay, whatever. Play Bryant. Like, I don't want it to be a game where SGA just does whatever, bro. But we'll see. And I also don't want a game where you're forcing Castle to do that, because, I mean, he's a foul baiter, you know? And you're going to need Castle's offense. I don't want him just, like, stuck, you know, guarding the best player all game, and now he's in foul trouble. You know, I don't want to deal with that.
And, you know, we got to ask a little bit more of everybody. You know, we don't crash. You know, we can't force a lot of turnovers.
Give us credit.
We did a terrible job at the end of the first quarter and the second quarter of end of quarter stuff.
What did we do
that,
to you?
That immediately we're behind the 8 ball there. And if a team shoots well, we're going to be really in trouble.
Before the game, we talked about just sort of the nature of like overreaction and stuff like that. When you guys have had losses, like it has felt like a lot of the weaknesses are like really highlighted. Is that how you felt? As you kind of like, it's like, this is everything that's wrong with us, and it kind of shows up.
Yeah, but a lot. I mean, teams have. There's very few teams don't have.
You're quite. Yeah, you're right. You know, maybe my I'm trying to see, what's your name? Westbrook. I don't know how to say the first part, but Westbrook's right. They can't stop Wemby. That's the one thing that we should be able to hang our hats on, is the fact that Wemby's gotten stronger. Because I would have said last season they could slow him down, you know, especially with those perimeter defenders. You put like a small, stocky guy on him, like Dort or whatever, then he might struggle. But yeah, that shouldn't be the case now. But we'll see. Wemby will be ready. I don't think Wemby will miss a step. I know that's very arrogant for me to say, but I think Wemby will be locked in if he plays.
Something that you can expose, and we've consistently got exposed at the same things.
Marcus, the shooting was one thing, but just what did he bring defensively that you guys really maybe have missed in the last few games since he's been gone? especially in the second.
Yeah, I
second
mean,
quarter.
I think he came in with a lot of energy. Couple, sort of rush possessions offensively, but in terms of the
What did the Spurs do to
try,
you?
Obviously, Marcus' output was encouraging as far as the rest of the bench. Like, none of those guys got multiple shots. Like, what more do you want to see with?
What about us?
These games, Rui included, they've got Luke Cornett and Mark Williams. So not putting two on the ball and not non-rim paint two, forcing Luka AR to shoot those non-rim paint twos, not putting two on the ball and not having to rely on the low man because they've got Luke Cornett and Mark Williams. So there's no, weak side stuff. So
Am I missing something? You must have been talking about last game? Huh?
We've had a couple of these games, Rui included, tonight getting 4 shots. It was similar in that way to like the Phoenix game where they're playing in a deeper drop and sort of forcing Luka AR to shoot those.
Okay.
Got Luke Cornett and Mark Williams. So there's no
you're
weak
not talking
side
about
stuff.
us.
So
I was like,
in
we
terms
got
of starting
Mark
the
Williams.
blender,
I like Mark Williams though.
That's the coverage that kind of allows teams to play 2-on-2 against us. Had a little success with Stack in the first half. We got to figure that out for sure.
JJ, it seems like through the first 3 quarters, nothing was really coming easy for Austin. What did you see from him tonight in terms of how he's trying to manufacture things for himself and the team?
Yeah, I mean, look, the reality is the guy's carried us for 6 weeks. And
They didn't mention the Spurs once. I hate him even more now. That boy Castle a dog? He is for sure a dog. Woof, a wolf. Woof, a wolf. 7 minutes? They talked to our coach for 7 minutes? Sheesh. All right. 7 minutes. Okay. All right. Before we do that really quick, 7 minutes? 7 minutes. Big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. And you can get 100% match up to $100. Just use my promo code CLAN, as you can see down there. Just download the link in the description box. When you support the sponsors, you support the channel. But yeah, daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Some great stuff over there. Or if you're not interested in that, there are at the very least a social media section that I constantly scroll through in the middle of games, just to see updated stats, play-by-plays, anything that I feel like I've missed. I definitely take a look at that in the midst of a game. So if you guys are interested, go check it out. Sleeper, link in the description. All right, let's take a look here. What 7 minutes.
Seemed like you guys kept your composure at all the right times after LeBron's dunk, in the third quarter and then late in the fourth. What did you see from your guys in terms of composure?
Exactly what you said. I thought our competitive response was good. And then obviously a team like that's going to make runs, and they have a lot of ways to impact the game. They've been in those games so many times, and when you get a little wobbly or bend a little bit, you need to just kind of double down on game plan execution.
Yeah, that dunk was nasty. I ain't even gonna front. That dunk was nasty. He just went straight past Vassell. Vassell didn't give us much tonight. Yeah, he didn't give us much. But when you put him at small forward, what do you expect?
Playing together, do more of the little things as much as it feels like you need some big play to be made, and I thought we did a really good job of that.
Hey, Coach. On the other end, Thunder beat the Phoenix by like 49 points today. So what's your preparation going on next game facing?
Dude, this buzzing, I don't know if you guys can hear the buzzing on your end, but it is bothering the crap out of me. They need to fix that audio. Oh my God, Caps finally gets off timeout, and that's what you want to comment? I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I hate you.
Yep, Thunder.
Haven't had much time. They're a great team. They're the champs, and yeah, it'll be a very tough game.
What can you say about Steph?
Say you ain't afraid of them. I ain't scared of them. Oh yeah, he's gonna gush about Steph. He loves Steph.
He's relentless, and I thought he did a phenomenal job tonight of harnessing that.
Why didn't Sohan play? The only thing I can think of is Mitch feels as if he was forced to put him at center at this point, and him at center isn't the best, right? I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is he just didn't want to put him at center. So hopefully next game he finds a way to play him. I think you should utilize all your depth, honestly. Now, not every single player can play and get substantial minutes, but Sohan has a strong enough skill set that yeah, he should be out there.
Relentless attacking energy and aggressiveness, and
Mitch is talking about Sohan here.
Playing the right way, getting off the ball when he saw a crowd, and letting the game call upon what was needed at the time, and I thought he did a phenomenal job of that.
We talked before the game about having your trio point guards, and you had a way for
Receive your unblocking now in the name of... Hey, mods, July, ban that person? Being weird. Oh, no. He's spamming it. Yeah, ban him, please.
for them to make it work. It seems like it worked tonight. Just what do you think worked so well out there?
I thought they did a phenomenal job pushing the pace, even in the first quarter when they were scoring. You know, sometimes it's just human nature, right? You take the ball out of the net, and whether your shoulders drop or you just lose a little energy or on to the next thing. And I thought we did, over time, a pretty good job of just committing to the
Okay, we're not going to ban him. Okay, they banned him. Thank you.
pace. Even if that meant you gave up a bucket and you just knew over time the way that we're playing and capable of with our depth and handlers, it plays to our strengths, and we have to do that regardless of sometimes of the outcome of the previous play.
And we were asking Kelvin about what he might spend the prize money on if he wins.
Thank you, Phyllis.
One of the options was buying another llama. And he said at halftime he's trying to go out there and get that llama. Just how do you feel like he goes out there and he gets that llama?
You see it all over the place. The kid's just falling on the floor. He puts his body in harm's way for the betterment of the team every game. He's the heart and soul of the team. We got a lot of big personalities, and we got a face of the franchise, but that guy's the heart and soul of the team, and I think you can see it when you watch us for long enough.
I think Dylan's talked earlier this season about like really crediting the prep work that he does that's helped his growth. What kind of jumps out to you about his day-to-day and the work that he does?
I think his understanding of what that prep probably takes. You know, he was at college.
Who you talking about, Keldon? Is Keldon's defense on smart? Maybe.
For a couple months, and now he's playing in this league, and I think it's a big jump.
Yeah, Spurs took care of the ball. And the ball moved quite well too, I thought. There was only a few plays where guys were just standing around, and then honestly at the end of the fourth, like that's when you want to do a little bit more ISO, right? Just go ahead and finish it off. And I thought the game was basically perfect, honestly. Couldn't have had a better game. Now the Thunder, that's gonna be a fun one.
You know, and I credit our staff. They do a phenomenal job. There's no skip.
Chat, what time is the Thunder's game?
Steps that we skip. There's no amount of details that we leave out. And I'm sure the guys roll their eyes and sometimes get a little tired of the film and the coaching that we do all throughout in between games that people don't see. And I credit our staff that carry a lot of that out, and I credit the players because
8 p.m.
they're
Central?
taking it in even though they know they'd probably rather be doing something else at times.
Is that Central? Oh,
Hi,
8
Coach.
Central.
Your
okay.
lead was cut to 8, like single digits in the fourth quarter. So how do you see the young players to adjust after this chaos?
It happens. It happens. I thought the Spurs, the way they responded to it was very good. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think you hate to say it and you don't want to speak it to existence, but when you're playing a team like that, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that run is going to happen. You're not going to blow out a team like that for 48 minutes.
Unless you have Wemby. Now, I don't see them having that little run when Wemby's out there. They hit some big threes, don't get me wrong, but Wemby affects so much. Yeah, Wemby out there, they're not going to just have that. I don't think they got to get as close as to 8
minutes. And so when they start making some plays, and whether you...
That's a defeatist answer. Yeah, it's not a matter of... Yeah. If it's a matter of when. I don't like that answer either, but it is going to happen. That is true. They're going to go on a run, but I don't think you get that close with Wemby.
Get a little off kilter, or maybe you just miss some shots. You just got to maintain the course, play the game and what's being called upon, and execute. And I thought we did a phenomenal job of that. And I think for us to continue to get that feedback of not being outcome driven on what we're trying to execute and what we're trying to commit to is big time for this group.
Hi, Coach. I saw Wemby actually did a warm-up before the game, and then he moved pretty good. So is there any possibility that we can see Wemby in the...
Say yes. Just 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 say yes. We need Wemby against OKC, but we are in foul trouble early in this game. How can we win without him in the next game? Shoot, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't see the Spurs winning without Wemby in the next game. It's going to be so difficult because OKC has a lot of depth too, they're a very good defensive team. You need someone like Wemby. We don't need Vic. Would be nice though. Larry, we're coping, my guy. Debbie Downer, you're coping, my guy. We need Wemby. Do you know how good the Thunder are? And then on top of it, OKC has size. And then on top of it, they got the refs on their side. Yeah, you're gonna need Wemby. I'm sorry.
Semi-final and the finals, possibly.
Very much so. He had a really good day today. He had a very intense day this morning, and we'll have to see how he responds.
After that, we beat them last year. OKC is so good. If Cornet's out against OKC, yeah. I will say, this is just throwing out numbers. I say you got a 15% chance to beat them without Wemby. And it goes up to about 50 to 60 with Wemby. Maybe 50.
He reacts tomorrow.
Guys went 9-3 without him. What does that say about the depth and just the character of this team?
I think Victor would tell you.
Faith? I have faith. I'm sorry. I did not listen to his answer. What did he say?
Pretty good. So is there any possibility that we can see
it's more than
Wemby
enough.
in
Okay.
the, semi-final and the finals, possibly?
Very much so. He had a really good day today. He had a very
okay, he's saying yeah.
Day this morning.
By the way, what I heard on my end was that Wemby was looking great, and they just wanted him to get some practices under his belt before he could play. And it makes sense for them to just say, "Hey, hold off on this one." Saturday that's a few days away, he should be back.
And we'll have to see how he responds and reacts tomorrow.
Guys went 9-3 without him. What does that say about the depth?
9-3, Chad.
I think Victor would tell you we have a team, we have a deep team, and we rely upon playing together as a team. And he may be the biggest puzzle piece, but
I don't want to say I told you so. But I said without Wemby, you go 10-3. That's what I said. I said without Wemby, you go 10-3. I don't want to say I told you so. But without Wemby, I said we would go 10-3. Now, one of those losses I was not expecting, and one of the wins I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting to beat the Nuggets, so I will put that out there. But just saying I said that.
He needs everybody else to complete the puzzle.
Hi, Coach. Dylan Harper. So his dad is an NBA legend. Could you tell what is the impact of having this heritage has on his behavior on and off the court in the NBA environment?
Professionalism.
100%. And his mom played at a very high level and coached him, so he got it double dose. Poise, composure, wise beyond his years, ability to make reads and see things, and probably some natural talent that not everybody else has. He's got a good head start. Now he's got to put the work in to match all that talent.
Hey, Coach. So you mentioned before the game that you have players coming in and out, and during all the 30 teams in the league have also have this problem. So what's your experience, or what can you do to keep the teams?
Sleepy. His mom. Dylan Harper's mom is a huge part of how good he is. Yeah. Maybe bigger. Actually, I think his mom's a bigger reason why how good he is than his dad.
Still in,
she coached him hard.
Like contest or like giving the other team troubles, even though your player coming in and out.
You know, you got to play the hand you're dealt. And so I think
we're all in love with Dylan's mom.
We've gotten pretty comfortable with that. We've had guys out since the offseason, and we've attacked training camp with the approach that we were deep as a team, and we were going to need different people to step up at different times, and that may even be called upon different roles than the main role when we have everybody available. And
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
We've attacked. You know, you got to play the hand you're dealt. And so I think we've gotten pretty comfortable with that. We've had guys out since the offseason, and we've attacked training camp with the approach that we were deep as a team, and we were going to need different people to step up at different times, and that may even be called upon different roles than the main role when we have everybody available. And we're not going to flinch at things that we can't control. It's just negative energy, and it's just time wasted.
Hi, Coach. I believe this team never gone this far in the NBA Cup, right? So I'm wondering if...
Hasn't the NBA Cup only been around like a season? How many seasons has the NBA Cup been around? 2?
The players already talk about how much money already make.
It wasn't since COVID. No, there's no way it's been around that long. 3? Okay. Yeah, there's no way.
To this point.
I'm sure they do. I'm not in there for all those conversations, but they're definitely excited about the cup and everything that comes with it.
Spurs just want to win. They want it all. They like Kendrick Lamar right now. I deserve it all. Good stuff. Guys, I think what we'll do is just go live on I guess Friday. We have another Steph Castle. I gotta get to sleep. Maybe we can go live tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be a good idea. I might just go live tomorrow. And then we can go and hit on a few of the other ones. Because, yeah, we literally got a Keldon Johnson and a Steph Castle one we could go over tomorrow. So what would that be? Tomorrow is Thursday. Friday. And then, yeah. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, wait. Then I won't. Yeah, we'll go live tomorrow. Just go live tomorrow. I'm not even going to trip about it. Go live tomorrow. But there's so many people in here. Nah, I might just go over them right now. I got some melatonin, bro. That's been helping me sleep. Maybe by the time we're done. With this these two segments, I'll be able to just like pass out. Let's do it. Clean the grind, man. Yeah. popping pills. Sex and Lord Tap, what you want? What you need? Hit me up, I got you, man. What you want? What you need? Hit me up, I got you, man. I'm ready to get full. Crown and watch it down in downtown, snapping rules. Hold on, let me get some water. Oh. Whew. Ooh. 15 seconds from this minute, I'll be on my knees, laughing at all the clowns that be surrounding me. Look, watch me choke about this dope blueberry from Texas. It got stuck. All right. All right, let's do it. All right. It is very late. Currently it is 12:40 a.m. I need to go to sleep. Got work in the morning. But hey, Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo code CLAN. You get a 100% match up to $100. But if you're interested mostly in the social media section of Sleeper, you can use that as well, which is some really great stuff. In which, what is this? Longest active win streak in the NBA. Wow. Let's break that. Let's break that. Go check it out. Link in the description box. All right. Sponsored by Sleeper and Melatonin. Ooh, you see what happens. Steph Castle.
Steph, it seemed like you guys kept your composure at all the right times.
By the way, I love Steph Castle. He's great. He's a winner. And that's what I've always liked about him. He's a winner. That's all I can say about him. He's a winner. He does what it takes to win. Now, what I don't like is in certain situations when the Spurs just sit back. Not certain situations. I'll say 90% of situations where they sit back and they say, Castle, go save us. I don't like that. Not a good brand of basketball. It's not going to get you very far. He's not that type of player. But when you use him the way that the Spurs used him tonight, I thought they did a much better job of him playing that second, that combo guard role. I thought he did that way more often this game. It was good.
After LeBron's dunk in the second, late in the second, kind of dispelled those third quarter blues that you had, and then you withstood the late rally. What does this say about your composure?
I think just the maturity that we had coming into the game. I think our pace was great from the start of the game, kind of opened up the court for us. I mean, they had a couple loud plays, but I feel like we came together and clamped down when we needed it most.
Yep. Bunch of water.
Did the championship pedigree that you have, did that, or winning at UConn, did that play into the night? Just how you rose to the occasion.
Yes, he's a winner. He's a winner. Even with UConn, he does what it takes. He does the little things. Yeah.
I mean, just knowing the stakes of the game. I mean, obviously we come in.
And by the way, guys, it doesn't start there. It doesn't start with UConn. It doesn't start in college. This starts at a super young age. Like the type of discipline that he has as a player, the motor that he has, the relentlessness that he has, all of that It starts at a young age. By the way, just want to say, Keldon Johnson, his defense isn't always the best, but there were many of occasions where you could visually see how locked in he was. Like, I think Keldon is very aware that he's not the best defender in the world. In this game, these stakes, win or go home, he was locked in. You love to see it. This has nothing to do with Keldon. I'm talking about Castle, but yeah.
To every game wanting to win, but I feel like we did the little things just a tad much more tonight than probably any other game.
I agree,
this
Brandon.
tournament format that you're advancing in now, how much does that resonate with you and the team? Is it a big deal? What's your feeling about going forward?
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal for us. I mean, it's fun. Win or go home. You always want those big stakes games, so it just adds a little bit more competitiveness to the game. I mean, like I said, we want to win every.
If you're us, because I don't know if the Lakers knew that it was win or go home, how they were playing defensively at times.
Game, but having a little something added onto it definitely feels good too.
Hey, so next game you're playing the Thunders. They have a big win today. So what's your mindset or that's going on against the Thunder, Shea coming up?
Yeah, I mean, same mindset. Coming there with confidence. We come into every game looking to win. So go over our film, go over our scout, get our game plan, and try and execute it.
First question: how much of that T-shirt inspired you?
Well, I didn't see the T-shirt until afterwards, so but it's definitely a great one.
Oh,
And,
that's so dope! It's the Luke
Keldon
Cornett.
was talking at halftime about how he might buy a llama if he gets the prize money. He's trying to go out there and get that llama. I mean, how is the way that he plays, the way he throws his body on the line, hitting those shots to flip the game early? How does that impact all you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think KJ is like the heart and soul of this team. I mean, he's been here the longest. He has a great voice in our locker room, in our huddle, so he's gonna do whatever it takes for us to win. So he makes those little plays all the time, and it's like it's nothing for him.
You can't sit up here though, girl.
What kind of chemistry do you think you've been able to forge with Dylan so far?
Say it again?
What kind of chemistry do you think Dylan's been able to forge with you so far?
By the way, those two on the court together, perfect match. Perfect, absolute perfect match. Perfect match, perfect duo, perfect. No complaints on it whatsoever. Both of which are really good off-ball players. Both of which are good on-ball players. Dylan Harper's a great on-ball player. Yeah, no complaints whatsoever. Those two, that duo is so nasty. I am not shocked if the San Antonio Spurs want to hold on to that because it is perfect. It's basically perfect. Yeah, those two together. I mean, Dylan Harper is a good defender. Like that's the thing. That it balances itself out so well. Both of which are good off-ball players, right? Both of which can play the two on occasion. Both are good on-ball players, whereas Dylan Harper is a great on-ball player. And then defensively, Harper is a good defender, while Castle is a great defender. Both of which have very high IQs as well. So, just kind of perfect duo.
You said chemistry?
Yeah.
Between me and Dill?
Yeah.
I mean, me and Dill, we hang out a lot, off the court. So, on the court, just with our IQ and how we like to share the ball, and obviously we have the same common goals, trying to win. So, it kind of made it easy for us to click on the court. We want to see each other win. And, just what our abilities with the ball, it's kind of easy to play off of each other. So I think when, you like your teammates off the court, it's a lot easier to play with them.
Perfect like Parker and Manu. Even more so. I mean, Parker and Manu, obviously, that's top tier, right? I'm not saying either one of them on those levels, but even more so as far as what they can bring, right? Like, Parker wasn't, a great off-ball player, and he wasn't a good defender. Yeah, but with these two players, they're basically good at everything, and then one is great at defense while the other one's great in on-ball offense. What? Sorry, I'm sleepy.
Hello.
Oh, God, I feel the melatonin.
It seems like a bit without trouble for both of you and the opponent team. So, how do you think it changes the rhythm of the game, or how do you guys adjust to it?
Yeah, I mean, last time we came here, we felt like them getting on the line was a big part of the game. We lost by single digits, but they shot, a lot of free throws, so that was a big emphasis coming into it. Obviously, me and Dill picked up a couple ones, but I feel like for the most part we did a good job on that. But yeah, it definitely can change the game. You know, it can stop runs. So we try to do our best to keep them off the line for sure.
You've now been out there with D Fox and Dill 2 games in a
It's been 10 minutes.
row now, first time. How are you feeling, like where you can find yourself and where you guys can all find your game while still like finding ways to complement each other?
Yeah, just with our pace, having ball handlers, having three great ball handlers that can push the pace, throughout the whole 48 minutes is definitely a luxury. So for me, being able to get out and run, and I have the luxury of 2 great passers in the backcourt with me. So
2 great ones. I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah, just being able to play off of each other. And any one of us can bring the ball up. So just finding space on the court to attack.
Spurs had lost 14 in a row to Luka. What adjustments did you make defensively from the first matchup in November to now?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Any team that Luka's on is going to be tough to beat. So we had to do it collectively. I feel like we executed our game plan great. We had great pace on offense and tried to keep them off the line as much as possible. Try and load up. Have them see a crowded paint and like I said, keep him off the line. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's multi-time All-Star. Like you're not gonna stop him. So slow him down as much as you can, and then execute the rest of your game plan.
Yeah, Austin Reeves has been terrific this season.
No, he ain't. He's been trash. I'm just kidding. As of late, he's been pretty bad though. Jeremy Lin moment.
And even JJ Redick had said it was one of those off nights for him. How much of a focal point was he in trying to stop him?
Yeah, I mean, he's not sneaking up on anybody anymore. So, I mean, we knew what we were getting ourselves into, playing against him and Luka. So he was definitely a big part of our scout. So I was happy we did a great job on him.
Good stuff. I love T.I., man. I love T.I. He had some pretty good songs back in the day. Next order bit. I really like that. That was really good. I don't have any. What time is it? Okay. All right, guys. It's coming that time. I'm muscling through. But Keldon Johnson's going to bring me energy. He's going to bring me so much energy, and I'm going to be so ready for this, man. Like, it's not going to be like it's 1 a.m. right now. It's not going to feel like that at all. Big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Or go to the oh, no. Don't jump up here. My cat's on. Or if you guys are interested in oh, no. Don't. If you guys are interested in wait, was there a fight right there? If you guys are interested in news, breaking news, injury reports, stats, highlights, it's so much. Sleeper has everything. Go download Sleeper. Use the promo code CLAN. You get a 100% match up to $100 when you do the thing. Okay? So go do the thing, man. Go download the app. It's daily fantasy sports. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to. All right. Keldon, talk to me.
How important was it to, just punch them in the face early on and get them back on their heels?
It's huge. I mean, I feel like I knew we was coming into a big game, and I feel like we definitely had to set the tone with the opposition that we playing. They have some great players, and if you let them get their way early in the game and you don't set the tone offensively and defense, it would be a long game. So knowing, I feel like I just had to come out and mix it up. And obviously, the shot was falling early in the game, but just trying to set the tone and be energy-wise, set the mentality for my team to know that, okay, we're not just coming here to play. Like, we coming here to win. We coming here to make noise. And that's my job as being
We came to make some noise. Sorry.
For the team. And I feel like I came out there and led with my actions in the first quarter, and everybody kind of followed, and it was a good vibe, and we continue to trust on each other, lean on each other throughout the game, and ultimately that's what
was Keldon's biggest problem. It was one of them. Was one of Keldon's biggest problems the fact that the offense leaned on him, because sample sizes of Keldon. has been really nice. Sample size of Keldon has been really nice. Clan low-key salty but trying to play it off. Clan is sleepy right now. Keldon has been great. Wait, what am I salty about? What am I salty about?
So it ended up being for us to get the win.
Steph won a championship at UConn. He came out tonight in a big game, had a hell of a performance. What does that say about him and just his ability to rise to the occasion?
Big time players show up in big time moments, and Steph had an amazing game, and I feel like it was a great.
So in 0 minutes, I'm holding off judgment, bro. I'm gonna hold off judgment. Let's give it a few games. You got to utilize that talent you got. He's a huge talent that you can use, but we'll see.
Team win. We all did as a team, but his performance, led the way. And I feel like I couldn't be more proud of Steph and see the growth that he's making as a young player.
Glaze. That's what you kids do. That's what you kids do all the time. Glaze.
Were you thinking during the game, I got to get that
one? Nah, not really. I feel like, I was in the locker room, and honestly, I was saying, it feel like we playing for something. Like, it meant more than just,
Keldon is I'm sorry, I know I'm very sleepy, but Keldon is very serious right now. I love, dude, he's locked in. He's so locked in. I love this rebuttal. He's not joking around. He's like, the llama thing, he's like, yeah, that's cute, but like, we're playing for something right now. Like, I think that these games actually mean something. Like, we're going to be a playoff team. Like, we can try to go win a championship. Like, he's locked in, bro. Keldon, I am so happy that I was wrong about you. I'm so happy that the Spurs managed to find a way to implement you into the offense, and I'm so happy that your defense has been suitable enough where we can win. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Because I don't want, like, regardless of what some people think about me, I don't want players to fail. Okay? Certain players, you can just kind of see the writing on the walls where it's like, we're not going to win anything with this player. Like with DeJounte Murray, his type of attitude, the way that he plays on the court, his play style, he has a certain amount of like selfishness even on the court. Didn't think we would win with him, right? Like I didn't vibe with him. But other than that, I can't really think of another player throughout the history of me watching Spurs when I became a fan that there were guys that I didn't want to see succeed. Primo. I wanted to see Primo succeed. I just didn't know he was gonna do what he did. But yeah. So like Zach Collins. No, I wanted Zach Collins to succeed. There's no player that I didn't want to see succeed on the team. I don't think like that. I'm not happy when Keldon wasn't playing well. I wasn't happy with that. And I literally just thought he wouldn't be able to fit. And I said time and time again, even though people didn't believe me, I said I like Keldon, but they don't believe. They were like, no, you secretly hate Keldon. I don't hate Keldon. Why would I hate him? There's nothing to hate about Keldon Johnson. He's a leader. He's a good locker room guy. I've always said that. Anyways, Clan says Sohan should start over Castle. To be fair, I still think that brings us quite a bit of balance if you have Fox and if you move Devin Vassell to 2. But honestly, you can do Fox, Castle, Barnes, Sohan, Wemby. I think that's a good lineup, honestly.
A regular game, like I feel like we knew that we're capable of winning this game, and we knew that we playing for something. And obviously, the llama would be great, but
you guys are lying. Clan's so sad we won and Sohan didn't play. Just go back to the beginning of the stream. Did I look sad? I was very happy. I'm sleepy.
I feel ultimately just playing for my brothers. I feel like playing for the Spurs organization, like that was on my mind. Like being ultra locked in, knowing that every play
was
you gotta
locked
sell
in,
out
bro.
because they can capitalize, they can get it going off of one play, 1-3 turn to 2, and they get rolling. So just being extra locked in on the task at hand and know that I'm playing for something more than myself.
You People question what's the value of the NBA Cup. Do people really care about winning that? But like, you haven't gotten a chance in the NBA yet to win something big. So how much does this mean to you?
It's definitely important, and
It's a test, man. A win and go home atmosphere. You want to play. You want to play hard. And having someone like, the whole team, but having someone like Castle, who won a championship in college, and it was definitely win or go home. He's gonna make those winning plays, man. You just love to see it, bro. I love this team so much.
We, as a group, it's important to us to be able to prove ourselves to the rest of the NBA that we're a legit team. That even though we're young and we, we putting pieces together, that we legit and that we want to come make some.
Okay, the Spurs are young thing. Can we chill out on it a little bit? I mean, we're 11th youngest team in the NBA. I think the Nuggets are 12th. OKC Thunder is like 16th. Who's 15th? The Rockets? I think the Rockets are 15th. Like, we're close to these other teams. I mean, the Warriors are like 3rd. And the Lakers are like 5th, I think. We're young, but like, come on. We're right there we could win just like the rest of them. Out of 30. We're right in the middle, just like the rest of them. 11 and 16th, that's not that far off. They're all kind of close.
Noise. And what better way than to...
Exactly. I agree with Clan on that. Cut the young talk. OKC won one of the youngest teams ever. Yeah. Like, you could say that we're still developing chemistry together, and OKC did have some years of developing that, but no. We can't just do the like young thing. Like, yeah, we're right there with the rest of them.
To in this first part of the season, to make some noise in the cup and go have a run at the cup for real.
Hey, Keldon, it's early in the season. What strides have you seen Dylan make in his game already?
He's so composed as a young player. I feel like his composure is well beyond his years as a young player, and really to he get to his spots. He never really get outside of himself, and he's pretty consistent. And obviously, as a rookie, you make mistakes, but I feel like his mistakes are very limited, and that's
Man, I remember the days we were called old hardcore. Yeah, I remember we were called old, man. Or boring. Like my older brother was like, "Why you like the Spurs? They're so boring." I was like, "How's this boring to you?" Like, I'm just watching a game. I'm just watching a team that like pass the ball and play beautiful basketball and make the right reads. And I mean, every play just seems like a work of art. And he would just be like, "They're old, they're lame." I'm like, yeah, and it's not as fun as watching Kobe put up 80, I guess, for you, but like, I'm smarter. I mean, you can have your McDonald's if you want. I like my prime steak. You know what I mean? What Eminem say? You tried to act like I served you up a slider. Maybe if it was auto-tune, you would have bought it. But saying I don't have it because you're too stupid to get it. I don't remember. Where am I? Dude, we're live streaming right now.
To just see his growth so far as a young player, getting comfortable and embracing his role and things like that is impressive.
In terms of from last year to this year with Steph Castle, what's the biggest improvement that you've seen from him?
I just feel like his all-around game, his consistency is...
Carter Bryant has passed up Sohan. Why didn't he play? Why hasn't Carter Bryant played then? Y'all should complain about that. You Sohan haters. You should complain about that too. Why didn't Carter Bryant play? Why didn't he play? He's trash too.
Is off the charts. I feel like he's a huge part. He's a key part of our team. And to see, obviously he had a great year last year, but to see him stack years this year so far, and really dominate his role.
Rookie. Oh, okay. So he passed up Sohan, but he didn't play because he's a rookie. Got it.
And do the things that we need him to do to be able to win is huge, and just it's a testament to hard work. It's easy to get complacent with success, and to see how hard he works and to see how much effort.
Who got more minutes last game? Carter Bryant. He got 4. He got 4 more minutes. He didn't get minutes. I don't even think did he even hit 10 minutes this season? I don't know. Carter Bryant should get more. He should get more plays. He should get more play time.
He puts into the game and puts into taking care of his body and things like that is huge, and it's just it's a testament.
Carter was sick, I thought. Was he? He wasn't on the injury report. Yeah, only Wemby and who else was some other player I can't remember.
How locked it in and how much he loves the game of basketball.
Oh, God.
Hey, so how big was for you guys to win in LA again? Last time you guys were down by like 1 possession, and then almost got it. And what's on your mind when you see LeBron still flying like that at this age?
He's not flying like nothing. He had a couple good plays, but like that is not the same LeBron.
I mean, it's impressive to see how over the years he's able to have that longevity and be able to play the game of basketball. It's impressive. It's a testament to his dedication to the game.
Clan looks like Keldon. Why he hates him? I don't hate Keldon Johnson. I gotta make up for all the time spent telling you guys that it wasn't working with Keldon. Now I gotta make up for it because people think I hate him.
And every win is a huge win. Obviously, we came up short last time we was here, but we settled some things down. We locked some things in. We stayed locked in as a whole group and a unit, and we beat a very good team out there today.
Lock in. Go destroy the Thunder. We're gonna win. We're the best. So sleepy. Mika, go away for a minute. Go away for a minute. They did a Dylan Harper interview too, bro. Jeez, bro. I ain't doing it. Screw that. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing that. I barely got through this one. I ain't doing it. Sleep and come back tomorrow. I ain't coming back tomorrow. We did like six segments. We did like 6 segments today. I'm not coming back tomorrow. Yeah, I got other stuff I can be doing. That I need to be doing actually. I'll stay on here with you for a second because I have to. My cat is trying her best to jump up here, and I don't know why. There's nothing up here for you. Clan, are you high? No, I just took melatonin. I'm just sleepy. And they're not bloodshot red. Stop lying. It's 11:08. Where you're at. Where I'm at is 1 a.m. Good game. I don't really have any complaints. Who had it? Steph Castle had a huge game. So Steph Castle goes on the thumbnail. Let's just do Steph Castle. PNG. It's 8 Friday for me. 8 p.m. on Friday for me. What are you talking about? Wait, where are you? Wait, 8 p.m. on Friday. Where are you? Wait. What? Thursday. Oh. Okay. I was trying to catch. I was like, wait, Japan. I was like, no, in Japan it's like 4 p.m. on Thursday. So what the heck? Where are you at? Where are you at on Earth? I just need a castle picture. Just get a castle picture, please. Oh my god. Thing. Alright, JP. night, Clan. Good night, man. You have a great night. Good night. Come back tomorrow. I ain't coming back tomorrow, but I gave so much fun clowning Faker fans at work tomorrow. You're gonna have so much fun clowning Faker. Oh, Faker, Laker, Faker, Laker. Faker, Lakers. Screw the Lakers. I don't even hate Lakers. Fortunately, that is not the case.